Hello everybody, my name is Smarty, short for Smarty Reads, and welcome back. Today I'm going to read Chapter 1 of Changes in the Air, Mallory. It's written by Laurie Friedman and illustrated by Jennifer Callis. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Also, share this video with your friends and family so they can watch me read as well. Other than that, let's begin. Changes in the Air, Mallory. And so, as I've done in the previous videos, I will read a word from Mallory and the final bell in this video. Then I'll read Up in the Smoke, A Late Night Talk, Saying Goodbye, Flower Power, Bonding Time, all in separate videos. A word from Mallory. My name is Mallory McDonald, like the restaurant, but no relation. I'm 10 years old. I have a brother named Max and a cat named Cheeseburger. I live on a street called Wish Pond Road, and my best friends Mary Ann, Joey, and Chloe Jennifer live there too. There are lots of things my friends and I like doing together. We like eating donuts, hanging out at the Wish Pond, skateboarding, teaching new tricks to our pets, baking cookies, watching TV, painting our toenails, except for Joey, and having sleepovers, also except for Joey. I like all these things, but there's one thing I don't like, and that's change. I'm not talking about nickel and dime, that kind of jingles in your pocket. I'm talking about the kind that happens in your life and makes it totally different. That's the kind of change that's happening to me right now. This summer, Mary Ann and Joey will be moving to a new house that's not Wish Pond Road. Now that baby Charlie is part of their family, their parents say they need a bigger house, and the house they're moving on is on the other side of Fern Falls. And to make matters worse, Chloe Jennifer will be gone this summer too. She and her parents will be in Atlanta, visiting their family and friends. Mom says my friends will still be my friends, wherever they are, and that we will find ways to see each other and to keep in touch. She also says that change can be a good thing, but Mom and I are having what she calls a difference of opinion. I've thought about the changes that are going on in my life. I just don't see how they'll be good for me. The final bell. Class, for the first time of the year, please take out your notebook. For the last time of the year, please take out your math books. Class 404 at Fern Falls Elementary fills with sounds of students who don't like that idea. My voice is one of them. I can't believe Mr. Knight is making us do math on the last day of the school, I say to Mary Ann, who sits in the desk next to me. Mary Ann throws her hands in the air and grins like it doesn't bother her. Who cares, she says. It's the last day of school, and in exactly 1 hour, 4 minutes, summer officially begins. Mary Ann gives me an I don't see how you could be anything but happy look. Even though I'm glad to be done with school, there are a couple of reasons why I'm not so happy that summer's here. For starters, Mary Ann and Joey and the rest of the Winston family are moving across town to a bigger house. In exactly 1 week, they'll be no longer my next-door neighbors. I don't want to be able to walk next door and hang out with them and whenever I want, which is most of the time. And on top of that, Chloe Jennifer is leaving this weekend to go to Atlanta. I don't even want to think about the long hot summer on Wish Pond Road without my best friends. Math books, please, Mr. Knight's voice interrupts my thoughts. He taps his finger on his desk like he doesn't like having to ask twice. He waits until everyone's books are opened and on their desk. Then he smiles. Just kidding, he says with a laugh. It's party time. Everyone cheers as the book slams shut and Mr. Knight pulls out party supplies. He has cups and plates and lemonade. He even bought cookies and fruits. Who wants a sugar cookie with sprinkles, he asks. Those look delicious, says Chloe Jennifer. My friends all take cookies as Mr. Knight carries the platter from desk to desk. Says my friend Pamela as she bites into a cookie. Mallory, would you like one? Asks Mr. Knight. No thanks, I tell my teacher. His cookies look delicious, but I'm not in a cookie mood. Pamela frowns. Mallory, you never say no to cookies. She looks at me like she's a doctor and I'm her patient, and she's trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I get it, she says. You're sad that the school year is ending. She leans closer like what she's about to say is for my ears only. I'm always sad when the school year is over, too. She makes a frowny face. It's so boring in the summer, when you don't have anything you're supposed to study or read. I nod at Pamela like she gets what's wrong with me. Then I take a cookie. It's easier than telling Pamela what's really going on. She's a really good student, so I get why she's upset that school's ending. But I'm upset for totally different reasons. I take a bite out of my cookie and fake smile like I'm having a good time, just like everyone else. There's Mallory and Pamela. If I tell Pamela I'm upset because Marianne and Joey are moving and Chloe Jennifer will be away all summer, she'll just say we can hang out together this summer. Pamela's a good friend, and I like doing things with her. But it's not the same as hanging out with my friends on my street. Everyone settle down, says Mr. Knight. And then he goes around the room asking everyone what they're doing over the summer. I'm going to jewelry making camp, says Zoe. I'm going to stay at my aunt's farm for 2 weeks. Pamela tells the class that her aunt is an organic farmer and that she's going to help her with her crops. Ariel and Danielle are taking dance lessons. Pete is playing in a basketball league. Zach is going on a trip to California. I try to listen while everyone talks about camps, trips, and lessons and leagues. But it's hard to focus on what everyone will be doing when I'm thinking about what I won't be doing. When Mr. Knight gets to Marianne, she tells the class that she and Joey are moving. Since we have a new baby brother, we get a bigger house. The house is so cool. We get our own room. Marianne and Joey both sound excited as they tell the class about their new house. Mallory, what will you be doing? Asks Mr. Knight. At the end of the summer, we're taking a family trip to the Grand Canyon, I tell my class. Everyone oohs and ahs that going to the Grand Canyon will be super cool. Mr. Knight says that the Grand Canyon is one of the wonders of the world, and that I should take lots of pictures. I smile like I'm excited. I am excited about that. I'm just not excited about what's happening at the beginning of the summer. Mr. Knight finishes going around the room. When he is done, he looks at the clock. There are only a few minutes before the bell rings one last time. Mr. Knight straightens his pen and pencil tie, and then he makes a speech about what a smart group of kids we are and what a pleasure we've been to teach. You will all make excellent fifth graders, he says. Then he says it's time for our annual tradition in his classroom. You can all help me do the countdown. He points to the clock and we all count together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When the final bell rings, my classmates clap and cheer and grab their backpacks. As we leave classroom 404 for the last time, I know everyone is happy because that bell means the end of school. But for me, it means the end of a whole lot more. That's the end of that chapter. I'll see you next time when I read Up in Smoke. Bye, everyone.